Welcome back to the Misfit vODDcast. This is a Misfit manifestation. We are going to have an abbreviated Missed Me, Moon Phase, and Must See discussion today because I have a surprise for you. I have interviewed the amazing and incredible Sofie DeSade. Sofie is a true blue professional showgirl and always has been. So I'm very lucky to know her from my foundational burlesque journey. And as soon as I wrap up my yapping, I will move over to her interview. So I did not do a TikTok live this time because I didn't have time. I am really busy. So since the last time we had a vODDcast air, we have had several things happen. One, the Rebels Rising show is completely and firmly cast. Very exciting. And new information there is that it will now be held at the Gray Fox in St. Louis. Shout out to Max for coming in hot with a great opportunity for all of my students and my silly self to perform there. So that will be 2 weekends in a row, November 15th and November 22nd, that I will be producing shows at the Gray Fox. So November 15th is our student showcase, Rebels Rising. And November 22nd is the saddest burlesque show ever. So I'm excited for both. It will be my first production, and I could not be happier and more grateful that that Max and the Gray Fox are working with me on that. Also wanted to shout out Piper Paxtyn for mentoring me and guiding me through interesting times as far as bookings go. So just wanted to say thanks to Piper. I also wanted to shout out to Korra Deville, our Southern Illinois drag queen and amazing community member. I had asked for some referrals on horror contacts, and I'll explain why in a minute, but Korra suggested this brand, and I used them last night. Little sneak peek there on the color, but I used them last night, and I had a great experience. I've never used contacts, so I was impressed with the result, and you will all get to see it eventually. August 3rd and September 7th, we had burlesque classes held at the Healing Moon. Shout out to Lori and Robin for allowing us to rent the Healing Moon, a great yoga studio on Giant City Road in Carbondale. They have their schedules posted on Facebook, and we host our burlesque show, our burlesque class, on the first Sunday of every month from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. $20. I hope to see you there. Also, August 10th, Ruby Hughes and I attended a belly dance boot camp at Utopia Studios taught by the amazing Amy Amore. And I'm telling you, we were there a few hours. It was very reasonably and priced, and also had tiered pricing, which I appreciate so much. I'm hoping to build up a fund so that we can offer scholarships to some of the students of Misfit Burlesque Studio as well. But I digress because, wow, I felt like I had really been given a boot camp on how to use my body to belly dance better. And I am so grateful that Amy provides those classes. Can't wait to attend another one as schedule allows. But she will be back here November 2nd in Carbondale to teach her belly dance. I guess it would be like a mini boot camp, but a belly dance class at the Healing Moon. Again, $20. You can sign up using Misfit Burlesque Studio event for Misfit Burlesque Studios welcomes Amy Amore for Tribal Fusion Belly Dance class. So I'm looking forward to hosting her for that. August 22nd was Filthy Fairy Tales, and it was an enormous cast, both in talent and just in variety. I was really excited to work with Trolls Garden. So if you're interested in what that show was like, and then the very next day, we had a 4-hour intensive in my home studio, which is where I am right now. And it was fantastic. We had 4 hours to really deeply dive into costume and choreography and music and networking and marketing. And it was really cool. Like, the attendees, I think, got a lot out of it. I wish that I could host these intensive more often, but the schedule just won't allow it. So, next, the moon phase. This moon has phased me. The full moon that just passed was intense, and I really didn't check in on my usual resources to find out why it felt like that. But this past full moon felt like an act of violence. But the highlight to that was during that time, my son and I were in Nashville, Tennessee, seeing 9 Inch Nails for the first time for me since 1994. So that was the best concert I've ever been to. Full stop. Completely immersive. I learned so much about performance art in that evening. I was just soaking it in. I kept my phone in my bag. It was completely immersive. I loved it. Also, one more thing that I forgot to mention on Missed Me, we did go as a group, as a small group of some friends and I, to the Saints and Spirits grand opening in DuQuoin, Illinois. And we saw the owner, Trisha Harrell, and she is so cool. So excited. What a cool venue. Again, like another place in Southern Illinois where it feels fun and inclusive and exciting. And they have a great dance floor. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's a really cool place. New Orleans theme. And they also have, there's a lot to do there. So you wouldn't get bored no matter what. So the current moon phase is a waning gibbous. And for my sign, really the advice is to work on my foundational beliefs and processes and patterns. So heard, will do. Must see is next. So this Saturday, September 13th, is Risque Riot at the Gray Fox, starting at 7:30. I think doors are at 7, $10. Tickets are on sale. Risque Riot. So you can check my Facebook, and I'm sure that I have shared the link over and over again. I'm hosting, and Piper Paxtyn is producing. Great cast. Of course, I have to plug Peggy Du Bois, one of my students here in Southern Illinois and a dear friend. So she will be making her St. Louis debut, Lady Satyr, Peggy Du Bois. The rest of the cast, I'm still waiting on the biographies. So you're just going to have to go. I mean, I will share their biographies. And I've got on my Facebook, I've been sharing their individual flyers and stuff. So go follow them too. And then also Widow's Peak will be stage kittening and cash kittening for that show. And I have to shout out Widow's Peak for coming down to Southern Illinois, spending some great time with some of the members of the burlesque community down here, and also for offering to mentor our stage kitten, Jacqueline Irene, who will be working on the Rebels Rising and Saddest Burlesque Show Ever. With Misfit Burlesque Studio events from time to time as she is available. So appreciative to both of you. Next Friday, September 19th, JB's Showplace in DeSoto will be hosting Piper Paxtyn's pole instruction class under Misfit Burlesque Studios facilitation and promotion. $40 for 2 hours of pole instruction, mainly focusing on all different abilities and body types. Would love to see you there. Still openings for that class. So go to Misfit Burlesque Studios on Facebook. You'll be able to find the event and the information there to get signed up. That is a pay in advance class. So you've got to do that. And then the next day is Southern Illinois Pirate Fest. The Fine and Bawdy Wneches present the Southern Illinois Pirate Fest. 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tons to do. Lots of multimedia performances. Some burlesque, some draglesque, musicians. I think we'll have a food truck there. It is going to be at Peach Barn Winery. So please go check out and get tickets for that event on Fine and Bawdy Wneches website or Facebook page. So check that out. That, I think, is about the extent of my September commitments. October 1st, which is probably going to be before my next vODDcast, the tickets will go live for Rebels Rising, which is our student showcase. It'll start at 6:30. I think the doors will be at 6, $10, and that will be at the Gray Fox Pub in St. Louis. The very next Saturday is the Saddest Burlesque Show Ever, $10, Gray Fox Pub. The performers are going to be on theme with basically producing the saddest burlesque show ever. But don't worry, at the end, we will elevate and lift everyone's mood before you walk out the door. So tickets go on sale October 1st for both of those shows. So please keep an eye on Facebook and for announcements there, and also probably on TikTok and all the socials, other socials as well. And without further delay, I am going to direct you over to witness the greatest interview ever between Gemma Misfit and Sofie DeSade. And thank you for stopping by the Misfit vODDcast, a Misfit manifestation. If you have anything to add to the vODDcast with anything that I have mentioned, please do so in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in October. Love you. Bye. Hi, Sofie.
Hey, Jenna.
So we are here on Labor Day with Sofie DeSade, And we have some exciting things coming up, and we are working on a project together. So I thought that I would take advantage of my time being the luckiest person alive with Sofie to ask some questions. I have a question from the community in Southern Illinois.
Oof.
And
Okay.
then I've got a lot of questions that I just want to talk about. So I have set aside 2.5 minutes each for us to tell everyone how we met, how we know each other. And if you want to go first, that is fine.
I'm Charlotte's Sometimes show there, which of course it was burlesque and drag, which at the time really wasn't that common.
Mm-hmm. It's still really not. Variety shows are kind of rare.
Which is crazy. You think like, there is so much crossover. So I didn't have a lot of experience in the burlesque community. I came in from doing theater, so I really didn't know what to expect. And I remember seeing you, and at the time, and I remember, did you do a Madonna number?
Open Your Heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, cause I remember thinking you had the short curly blonde hair, and I was like, it worked so well on you. And the thing to me that really stuck out was that, the thing that was great about this performance platform is everyone was at different skill levels, and maybe you're coming in like me, who's brand new to doing burlesque, but I have more of a theater or dance background, or, there's new drag queens, but then there's people who were there that you're like, oh wow, clearly you've been doing this a while. And I saw you, and you were a technical dancer, which not a lot of people, especially at burlesque, were at the time. And I remember being and especially as a performer, my initial instinct is to be like, oh, I hate you. You're a competition then. I did not think about having real being a dancer. I thought burlesque.
Shout out to Charlie, who's screaming from
the
other room for trying to murder your host of this podcast.
My cat.
I love you, Charlie.
Charlie Kitty, King of Rats. See, it's become white noise to me now. And Sue's like, I promise we're not out.
One more dang thing, y'all. I completely forgot to make a note. So we also had a photo shoot with Late Nights Photography. And I wanted to thank Tim Hoke and the entire group that came over to spend time together and facilitate this photo shoot. I appreciate you so much, and wanted to make sure to give credit where much credit is due. Thank you.